Hey everybody, it's Chance here with yet another episode of Pathologic. Last time we finished day 8 and started day 9 of the route, and essentially what we did was Agalia is having Clara go about and look at things through a more mystical lens, kind of trusting her gut feeling on things, because it does seem like Agalia realizes that Clara can't lie. Um, and so she's trying to use that to her advantage. She's being very like analytical and almost kind of using Clara as a, I don't know, as like a type of guinea pig even. At least that's kind of the vibe. Um, though then But basically, she has us go to the abattoir to talk to Oyen to kind of see where he's at, what threat he rises, etc., etc. And essentially, during that time, basically, we have to get to the abattoir, we have to talk to Taya. Taya wants a story. We go to Sticky. Sticky is also like, use your gut, aren't you a steppe creature? Like, he doesn't believe that Clara's the disease, but he's still just like, yeah, no, she's from the steppe. So we talked to Oyen and confirmed that Artemi didn't steal anything. He does belong in the Baroque line and all of that. Um, which essentially has him reveal to us that he he believes he started the epidemic. We know in the Haruspex route that he goes and sacrifices one of the Supremes, and that was supposed to stop it. But it didn't, so people are already kind of questioning Oyen's ability as the... I forget the exact foreman, as the foreman. However, the thing is that they weren't ever going to push back against that. So, he wants Artemi dead, but he realizes that because it is his destiny, so to speak, he can't really do anything about it. We also go ahead, we find our little sister, deal with that quest. And then what we're doing on top of that is now we're trying to find Bachelor and Haruspex, who are hiding out in who are both hiding out in different districts in abandoned houses. Um, where I'm not sure whether it wants us to kill them or it. When talking to Artemi, he was under the assumption that Clara killed everyone, even though we didn't kill anyone at all. Because even though there doesn't seem to be like a lot of enemies in there, it's like I'm not. I don't. I know how to fight in a large area. I don't really have it for fighting closed quarters, especially since I never got a gun that I could have gotten in the beginning of the game, as it goes. But yeah, so now Agalia wants us to investigate the polyhedron. So now we have to figure out how to get in there. Essentially, he is having us go to the termitary to figure out some stuff going on there. And then we know that, and so we know that, whatchamacallit, that, or also we know that our sister is near the stairway to one of the stairways to heaven. So we're gonna find her there. I did go ahead and talk to Alexander Block, or get our introduction there. It is like strange how he's immediately so protective of her. It's very odd. But no time like the present, right? So let's just get right into it. Alright, what was our last save? Oh, it turns out I didn't even make a legit save. Awesome. Alright, so where was the last quick save? Alright, this one. Alright. And yeah, we were going to go and investigate try to find our sister. I don't know which house she's in. Because it's just one of the houses around the stairway to heaven. Let me... So, Stairway to Heaven. You could be any of these houses, so we're gonna make... Oh, what's my stats look like? Okay, so we're just gonna... Okay, that was rude. Okay. My sister... Yep, I know. You're gonna get me sick. Okay, so no one on the first floor. Let's see, is she on the second floor? What? Okay. Sister, hello? She's usually standing by a window. Well, it doesn't look like she's in this one, so let's load up that save. Not on this side, but maybe on the other side. Over here. It's like so hard to see anything in these areas. You have to really get in here. Okay, not over here. Yep. Alright. She doesn't seem to be in this house. Alright, let's load up. Okay. Let's try this house now. Alright. Out, then go right back in again. I just lost my orientation real bad. Okay, so this way first. Oh, hi! Okay, she has left the district. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's get out of here. That was actually pretty lucky, you know, found her essentially right away, so we did that. Now we have to find wherever her adherents are. Who have I talked to? So I believe I've talked to the Bachelor already. I've talked to Agalia. I've talked to Three Kinds. I've seen the theater. Gone to the town hall. I don't think I've talked to Lara. Let's go talk to Lara and Yulia, and then... We'll go to Yulia, Lara, then down here. We know Sticky is sick. Noggin is sick. If I could... Oh, it's because I was not clicking the correct button. Nice. That's how they get you. Alright, cool. Alright. Alrighty. I'm curious of how the polyhedron visit will go.
Yes.
Okay, nothing new here. Oh, okay, so we gotta go to the short block. I don't know where we'll need to go from there, so depending, we could go down here and around this way. Back to Georgie. So we'll talk to we'll talk to Yulia, Severops, Stumptons, Angel. Second block. Do whatever we need to do there. Aspedy, Grace, our respects, Not Knocking, Grief, Ruben, Youngblood, Oklomitsky's, etc. Alright. Let's go back in the hotbed. How are my stats looking? Okay, alright. I usually will, like record a bunch of episodes and then edit them. If I take any more than a couple days off from playing. So like it's been over a week since I last played the game. My reputation's falling. So I always need to reteach myself how to play the game after a couple days. But, you know, as it goes.
Yes.
Okay, nothing new there. Oh yeah, update. Yesterday I got my tradition tattoo. It looks so sick. It looks so cool. It was a bitch getting it. Because turns out, please don't hurt me. I'm gonna go in here real quickly because I think my mouse is not in the screen. So just gotta give me one moment here. Okay, turns out it was. Let's see. Have anything for me? Expensive. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, cause yeah, basically the artist, they rather, cause I was initially thinking like solid black. Sorry, running for my life over here. Okay, cool. But, they went ahead, because I think when I sent them the Patho 2 official art of it, which is like a revamp of that initial poster on the theater. And so there's like some gray shading in there too, and it looks so good.
My eyes look just like buttons, don't they?
So, but it's absolutely worth it. I'm not gonna feel that way in a week when it starts to scab and feel itchy, but you know, we make our beds and we lay in them. That's all I'll say. Hey, Dad.
That's okay, I'll make it. I'm made of wood.
That's good. It's a shame there's all that fire outside. Alright, let's go talk to Stomaton, and we'll go down here, and then go up But yeah, that's the only real big update. Yeah, I haven't really done much else. You know, I went to the movie theater. I went in early enough on a weekday.
It's essential to allow yourself no time to think. That's how you get to heaven.
Yeah, sure, man. Um, everything new Peter says is more and more concerning. And I know he's not doing well. He hasn't been doing well since ever, honestly speaking. Like, he created the polyhedron, but it really feels like he's burdened by what he did more than anything else. Which, well... Okay, do I... Just making sure I have... Okay, so I have those in case I need them. Alright. But, yeah. Yeah, let's see. Gone ahead and watched Mickey 17 in the theater. I thought it was fine, you know. I wish it was weirder. This is the thing. Andre is sick. Wow. So Bachelor did fail, which makes sense because he was not in the whatchamacallits. He was in his house rather than having to be protected or saved by the military.
I have this flush. My cheeks are burning, aren't they?
So now who's sick? So we have Sticky, Andre, and Notkin. Nuts. Oh, I don't want to go into the infected district though. If I can avoid it. So let's go up here again. It turns out the supporters are near Isidor's place, so we're gonna cross probably up here and then go there. Do I have any money? I do. I have plenty of money. Yeah, by the... I understand how the economy of this game works now, so now it's like so much easier to play. Plus they're like basically giving you money at a certain point. Not so much in hard specs. I am curious if on a replay I'd have like a better handle on it. I might, honestly. But I am curious of how Patho 2 changes things. Hey, are you part of a gang? You might be. There we go. What's this? What are you? I keep trying to remember. You are like that for a reason. Where shall I take you? Go away from here. Let's see. Okay. When was my last load? I keep doing this. So, okay. So, because I was just curious about that dialogue, but I think that basically confirms that, yes, I am the Harbinger, and I am not. They didn't dissipate, so... okay, so we know he's sick. Anna doesn't have anything for us. We'll just go up here. Because we know they're over here. Which actually makes things a little easier, honestly speaking, rather than going all the way around to the front. It seems like they're in the back, which... Get to the back of Isudor's house is easy. It's getting to the front of it that's a little difficult. Alright. Let's try again and just do what we usually do. Yeah, it does seem like they're in very clear view, and maybe they always are supposed to be. They don't really give you a hint. You're just supposed to run around. But man, I do think the game is at its weaker when it makes you just run around instead of doing things. Okay, cool. So did that. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. So it's 4 o'clock. Going to the short block. We did that. Perfect. So Little Sister quest done. We haven't yet talked to everybody, but we should be fine. If any of the sick need to talk to us, they usually send a letter. So, because yeah, I'll need to, if we need Sticky, we'll resurrect him. Same with Notkin. It's interesting how we haven't officially met Murky yet either. But we know that there is some relationships there because it's implied in Haruspex and Bachelor. It's weird because it's like, I do believe some of that stuff is happening, but then there's like the other version of Clara. I don't know, it's very odd. I'm not really sure what to make of it, really. Let's go talk to Taya first, since we're here. I'm not gonna go all the way to Oyen, because I don't think he's gonna have anything for me at all. He is also not really a character you just, like, talk to every day, you know? You are brought to him, and if you're not brought to him, you know, he'll have nothing to say to you.
Everything that happens to Barak is an ordeal. What if he does not pass it?
That's not Taya's voice.
They never show me anything. They won't let me outside.
Yeah, okay. This route, has kind of been the buggiest, funnily enough. Interesting. It also feels like because it does seem like there's gonna be essentially an equivalent to the finding Haruspex and finding Bachelor quests daily. It does feel like in this later half of the game they're just kind of recycling quests. Hey man, what's poppin'? Poppin'.
What?
I'll have you know that I've been thinking about you a lot. Do you know where Ruben is? Ruben is away. He's coming back tomorrow. And now, here's a riddle for you, Clara. Go on. On day 5, Ruben said that Simon's unique, most singular blood had all been spent, to the last drop, gone into the vaccine. Then yesterday, the Haruspex made a serum out of the blood that was structurally similar to Simon's, even surpassing it. And whose blood was it? Only he knows that. But that's not the mystery. On days 6 and 7, the Haruspex brought me blood that was similar to Simon's. Where was he getting it from? Where? That's just what I wanted to ask you about. I've tracked down some of the commoners you had cured. Their cells were mutated, but they hadn't become immune. That is thrilling news. I don't know what to say.
So, the army has entered the town. I wonder how far their authority goes.
Like, I do think there's, like, interesting dialogue and it's stuff in the main quest. Like, I think the main quests are still really interesting, but it does feel like the side quests have been kind of skimped upon for whatever reason. It might have been time constraint stuff. This game is huge. Like, just Bachelor and Haruspex route alone, these games are huge.
I'd give anything for a decent meal.
I'm past being surprised to see you again at this point. Tell me, Barack, where did Ruben get the blood that was similar to Simon's? Do you know who the bound are? Yes, I do. Have you by any chance touched a bound person with your hand lately? Condemned them to death or converted them to your wild religion? Those are all touches too. Think about it carefully. Even if I didn't touch them myself, I know who might have done it for me. It's highly likely. Well, their blood was similar to Simon's. Aspedy and Yulia. No doubt about those two. Some of the others too. Let me think. Also evil. How is Yulia evil? Oh, she is. She is level-headed and clever, which is why she doesn't look it. When in fact, she's the one who masterminded all that the Sabarovs have recently put into practice. She is the ideologist of humility. She came up with the scientific justification of necessary death. But what's special about her blood? You see, Simon's blood bore a weak resemblance to a different blood, as though Simon was the worst in a line of the amazing beings I'm talking about. Yes, his blood could help, were it not so battle-worn. He was, after all, an old man. That's what I think. What sort of beings? Bulls, aurochs, demi-godly creatures. Their blood can fight the disease. And if the disease is the instrument of supreme retribution, it means those beings have learned to transcend the supreme laws of this world. Are there many of them? I wish we could find more. Before Oyen said that this one had been the last. Simon may have been weak, but that Aurochs has been strong. If we found the source of such blood, we could accomplish a lot. I understand you, Haruspex. Ruben's destiny seems closely intertwined with my own. He will be the one to reveal my fate. He is the one standing between me and the most important character in this mystery, Simon. I can go back to the Crucible now, even though it's too early to reach a conclusion.
The General seems like an honest man. He will spare the town if we show him that it can be saved.
It's so interesting. Because, like, part of the thing with Bachelor Route was he was like, none of those women had any unique blood that looked different. You know, that was like the whole thing with the witch hunt on day 6. And then on day 7, yeah, I mean, it's day 9, so between day 6 and day 9, you know, different things could have occurred. Let's go talk to Aspedy. Yulia doesn't have anything, but yeah. Yeah, just like thinking about this route on like a game level, aside from the main quests, you're not really getting much additional dialogue, unfortunately, which is kind of a bummer. Let me keep my distance, because those flames will kill me. What a wonderful landscape this town has become. this is not infected, so there won't just be a cloud in front of Aspidy's house.
What?
Okay, nothing new. Okay. Yeah. Well. We'll see if that remains to be the case, but... yeah, because day 7 and day 8 both had the Little Sister quest. Day 9 has a Little Sister quest. For the walkthrough, finding the Harspix and Bachelor also happens today on day 9. It started on day 8, so it might continue. We'll see, though.
The grave diggers have scattered. Or are they?
Hey. Okay. Because you could always choose, if you heal Clara's bound, to choose Clara's way, which assumes that she is also going through the rest of the story alongside. Like, you know, but it also, because of her sister, and the fact that people are like, oh... people are just like, oh yeah, your sister, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It adds a weird level to it. That's, you know... I am very, very interested on what they choose to do when they remake Clara route. Sorry, it took a short break, so I don't remember what I was saying. I think I was talking about possible remake stuff, because I do know that they like added things, they changed things around, and I think you kind of get more license to move around and play in a space if you kind of focus on one character only. But it's also... I'm curious. I hope they get to make Patho 4. Apparently it is still considered part of the Kickstarter, which is crazy because it's a whole nother game. I get why they say that, because originally Patho 2 is just going to be a full-out remaster. But hey, Grafe, what's poppin'?
Bachelor came back from the tower all blissed up, as if they taught him how to fly there, no less.
You must be charmed. You can't even be hurt by the soldiers' bullets, huh? They're silver. I don't need to buy anything from him. I really love how Grief always has different dialogue. I love that. I love that so much. I'm assuming Ruben's probably not going to be in his workshop. If he is, that'd be really funny, though. He is not. That's to be expected. I'm really excited to get to Patho 2. Because I'm really interested in what a more modern telling of the story, what it gives you. Like what it offers you as far as like game engines and stuff like that's concerned. Hey, Hey, Capella, I just found a gold ring.
The children no longer remember me.
Okay, nothing new. I doubt Big Vlad will have anything for us, but I digress.
The girl is fine, but the boy... the boy's unbearable.
Okay, so let's go... You could go up around this way. Honestly, it just might be easier to cross through there. Let's see, mine's my immunity. Oh, my immunity's kind of cut down, so let's... Okay. But, yeah, no. Because I do know that there are some changes that happen, in Patho 2, just from, you know, wider understanding and discussion of the game. 3,200. Bop, bop. Nice. Oh, I can't wait to see how terrible the game feels. In like, because it already feels like, the thing is they've got the kind of, I don't necessarily think like newer games are necessarily better. I don't think that is an accurate or a beneficial statement. I don't think realism in video games necessarily makes them better by any means. But there is...
Who lives without folly?
Okay.
Is
So now let's go to Georgie and tell him what we've learned. But I am curious. I am curious to see, because I do think that they clearly know how to make an atmosphere, right? Like, that goes without saying, as you can experience from this game. I'm really interested in seeing what they do, and how Patho 2 looks, like what they choose to. Because again, it's very well received. So like, clearly, I'm a hunky. Alright. But anyway, I'm still, you know, we haven't gone there yet. And like, up. I'm gonna use my beam. Bitch. Who? Can I? Thank you. Yippee! Hey Georgie, I killed 2 guys outside your home. Lavish me with praise.
The Dream Party has met the challenge. The polyhedron lives. That much is certain.
I found out curious things about myself. What kind of things? What kind of things are they? Do tell. Simon Kine and I are connected, perhaps even similar. Through me, he'll return into this world. Interesting. So you say that you are the means to his rebirth? How is that to be understood? Surely not literally. Otherwise, forgive me for not believing you. From what I know, Simon will return as early as tomorrow. No. All I meant was that my actions are somehow bringing back what has disappeared from the world after his death. Do you still insist that you are able to perform miracles? Yes, and that is precisely the explanation. Such matters are beyond my comprehension, changeling. So you are the miracle worker here. Is that what you believe? The polyhedron can work miracles. It exists in defiance of all laws, imaginable and otherwise. It's a miracle made real. The pinnacle of our legacy, the utopia in the flesh. If it is destroyed, it'll be lost for good. Nothing like it will ever be known to history. Why? It is capable of capturing a miracle. It captures the soul, it captures childhood. It feels like a world of eternal bliss to children who dwell within it. That's why they've set up their own republic there. And now, it is your turn to speak. What was the blood the bachelor was talking about? This scares me. I don't understand a thing. These destroyers, the Harpspecks and the Bachelor, say that I was involved in the creation of that blood. If you and Reuben find the origin of the blood that holds a likeness to that of Simon's, then perhaps we may avoid having to banish Nina. It isn't that Simon himself we need, but the power of creation he wields. We live for its sake. Simon is not the polyhedron's purpose. Rather, Simon's purpose was to allow such polyhedrons to spring up in this world. I'd like to convince myself personally. I'm afraid Nina will show you nothing, since you are no longer a child. All that you possibly see there are cold walls and empty flights of stairs. You promised. Victor will open the path into the polyhedron for you. Only he knows how to earn the good favors of his beloved wife. He was the only one she ever listened to. Oh my, that is a lot to reflect on. Victor Kine will clear the passage for me. Yeah, because it was like Nina's vision that kind of created the polyhedron to an extent. Like I don't know if she like brought the stomachans here, but oh, sorry, give me 1 second. The town is dying. It all ends in less than 4 days. Day 9, in which the changeling finds out that in her case, a thief and a miracle worker are not necessarily the same thing. Sorry about that. My pop-up came up.
There's buzzing in my ears.
Victor, I'm going to the polyhedron, with Georgie's permission. Yes, I know. But I'm afraid you're not going to see anything there. I doubt that Nina is favorably disposed toward you. Why? Because she loves me, and is pained by the thought of me having to part with my life, without even a guarantee that the whole affair will be a success. What are you talking about? You can't even begin to imagine the immense power of voluntary self-sacrifice. Don't you know there have been examples in history where someone living would give their life so that someone deceased could spend a little more time with their loved ones? No. My knowledge of history is, well, not great. Pity about that. History provides a better understanding of modern times. That's deep. So, how do I get into the polyhedron? It's simple. Go all the way to the top. You will see my son there. If he is not there, wait for him or tell one of the gogheads to call for him. When he receives you, you should immediately, without answering any questions, without a greeting or an apology, say the following words. Finds, 1. Thank you. Finds, 1. Roman numeral 1. Caspar Kine, known as Khan, is ready to let me in the polyhedron. I wonder why they I wonder why they keep calling it the Tower of Mirrors, the Crystal Tower, the Tower of Glass. Isn't it made of paper? Well, you're gonna go inside and find out. Time to go to the polyhedron. First time we're making the walk in this playthrough. Because I think it was only like once that we made that walk in Haruspecht's route, and that was like pretty late on to do a request from Capella. Bachelor route, we were there pretty frequently, and then we're always there at the end of the game on day 12.
It will be as I say.
I haven't seen you here before. Yes, I've never been here before. Why? That's just my fate. Never what it ought to be.
Our polyhedron trembled when this monster was dragged in. Tell them to go away.
So it's all about trickery to you. Wherever have you come from? No, I detest trickery. If we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we? Sorry, thinking about the intro. Phanes 1! Now that's a surprise. Well then, come in. Do you wish to join us? Now of all times, when they've just rolled in the cannon, the mere sight of it would be enough to tear down 5 towns like ours. You astonish me. Let's see. I do wish to become one of you. Good. An honest and straightforward answer. Well then, prepare for quite an ordeal. Wait. First, I'd like to know what this tower is. This tower. It's a toy that makes any adventure pale in comparison. It's a treasure. It gives the gifts of dreams. Here, the most fragile fantasy can be played with forever. Here, you can share your dreams with others and play in them together. But a dream can be retold if it's worth it. Yeah, or drawn, or... I mean, that's just silly. Don't you know that the most precious aspects of the dreams, the things that make you want to keep on dreaming forever and never wake up again, vanish the moment you wake up? The dream can't be recorded or retold. The magic is gone then. Are you saying this tower can preserve dreams? Not just preserve them. Bring them back. Continue them. Share them with others. Not just the characters and the world, but the very fragrances of the ether. The most magical of dream experiences. The most precious of fantasized events. What? These bare walls can do that? Are you seeing bare walls? I feel sorry for you. And what do you see? I see ships aflame, traversing the islands of Orion. We won't find a lot of mutual understanding. Come in and take a look around. I'll have gladly showed you what you'd like to see. But you're a grown-up already. It's all right. Okay. Okay, I think we're going down. Oh. Oh! Whoa. Hey, I didn't know I could see you this early on. Yikes! Where have you come from? You can't be in here. Why not? We're playing here. You should be playing over there. Say, have you killed everyone yet? What? That was a humble one of yours. That you've been arguing and arguing. He says you're the only one who can save all the bound. Well, I say that you're the only one who can kill them all off. And win. Who are you? My name is Teensy, and he's Tot. But it's better to call him Measly. And me, you can call me Thrush. How do you know who I am? I'm telling you, we're playing here. See, we're building a town in the sandbox. Now we're playing Plague. Look inside. Notice anything? I feel sick. I'm going to faint. Ugh, this is awkward. Well, I suppose we should introduce ourselves. I'm Measly and Thieves Thrush. How did I get here? How did you get here? You tell me! Actually, this was never supposed to happen. You were meant to be over there, looking into the sandbox. This must be a miracle, I suppose. A miracle. But you're probably the only one who can do something like that. You can work miracles, right? I keep arguing with this dumbhead here. She says we're playing with you wrong. She says you're supposed to kill and not go around saving folks. Naughty you. What? Well, we really didn't put you in that sandbox so you'd save everyone. But you've been going at it with such vim and vigor. You must really be alive. I guess you should really save everybody. Just imagine how great that would be. So you're kind, it turns out. Of course I am. She's the mean one. Thrush. More like Crush. Alright, I'm shutting up. Hey, no fighting over here. To see our guest off. Yes, I'd rather be going. Go through the wall. None of this is really there. Just glass that reflects through. Thanks. Oh, interesting. It's because she meets them on day 9 that she's aware. Fascinating. Okay.
Only children can live in the tower. It's off limits to the rest.
premonitions rarely fail me.
I found out everything. Really? Amazing. You've exceeded the expectations then, since no one was demanding such dedication from you. It was I who had found out everything, and you would help me there. Even I feel a certain degree of gratitude. Why just a degree? Because you are an instrument of the law, and I am its servant. Both are doing their duty, but only the latter willfully. I don't understand. Summing up the conclusions drawn from your discoveries, I shall combine the casual relationships into a coherent picture. I shall reveal the arcane nature of this disease to you from a mystical standpoint. That is how you should have been revealed to you. I suppose that all I will tell you will be no news to you. Still, it will determine the wording of your verdict. Well, sum it up. And I've already found a path to victory. All these simulacra, all these reflections of reflections shall confuse me no longer. I am firm in my faith, and I am free. Oh, indeed? So tell me, where did I come from? Speak, dummy. Try to talk me to death. Are you interested? Do listen. It's really about you. So the Earth begat the town. Two entirely different worlds that have nonetheless managed to achieve a symbiotic coexistence. That was a miracle. A true miracle. Normally, civilization devours tradition. Why? People aren't inclined to be on good terms with their own history. Yet in this particular town, the impossible happened. The people prevailed over the power structures. How did it happen? As you can see, the town is small. It's made up of people, not ranks and functions. Fortuitous circumstances enabled people to create an environment here that everyone could be happy in. But that was entirely due to a miraculous coincidence. What coincidence? It's rare that a succession of extraordinary personalities should stand at the helm of 5 generations. It's even rarer that they should have had the love and respect for one another that allows them to carry on the policies of the predecessors. Here, they have grown used to the miracle. That was their undoing. They wanted to learn to control the miracles. The elder generation had constructed an environment for bringing up the young in the same spirit. They paid for it. Why? The law stipulates a harsh punishment for an attempt to capture a miracle. The disease is a means of restoring the balance. A part of the chimeric town must be destroyed. Then there is no turning back. The town and the miracle cannot coexist, and I swear I know what the choice should be between them. But what about me? What is going to happen to me? You are an instrument of the law, but your mission has been accomplished. And it being my mission, not merely to understand you, but also to rein you in, I hereby prohibit you from existing, and banish you from the town. The captured miracle shall pass into oblivion. You may vanish into the earth without where you came from. Go. I permit you, both of you to be exact, to die in any way you prefer. On one condition. You are forbidden from even approaching the commander. Otherwise, he may fancy himself your tool. Or the other way around. I don't even know which one's worse. Go. Farewell. I have reached the pinnacle. Now I'll have to descend once more to the very bottom. What is going on? Who is doing this? Is this the powers that be whom Agalia Lilich hates so much? What does this say of her, being so loathsome toward them? The story repeats itself. Agalia has expelled me, branded me a villain, and demanded I should vanish from the face of the earth. However powerful this new enemy, it's a trifle against everything else I have to bear. Since we're no longer friends with her, should I go to the commander? He would be in the town hall. Like, of course we're not going to listen to her. That's all. Just for right now. While I'm pondering. What about you personally? How's it going? Couldn't be worse. Have you seen the prices? We've been told to burn everything, bury it, and wait for fresh goods. They used the pest as a scarecrow, and now they're lining their pockets. What can we do? People are starving. Some of us can't trudge through a single day without food. It's not just starvation. Twire is in bloom, so the earth is spending its life forces everywhere. Its life force is elsewhere, instead of sharing it with you.
We fought a just, defensive war, and now they want to turn us into a punitive expedition, into corpsmen.
Why have you come to me? Should I take this as a sign? Inquisitor Agalia Lilich has prohibited me from seeing you. Why? The Inquisitor fears and detests me. I must say it's mutual. Most of all, I'm worried that the mission is to save the town, or to destroy it, however you prefer to think of it, may degenerate into a long-range artillery duel. She's surely going to plot and scheme. But she must follow your orders, mustn't she? On the contrary, my duty calls for me to obey the Inquisitor. But Lilich is always playing her own game. I've heard that she was once condemned to death for it. I suppose they pardoned her for it in the end. She will make a dishonest decision, once dictated not by her duty but by covert calculation. Both of the healers have clearly already been poisoned by her deception. Why is she overestimating my role in this so much? She isn't overestimating. I have been greatly impressed with you, long before I saw you. How is that possible? On our way here, A lieutenant told me a legend about Holy Sister in Arms of the warriors. He spoke of medieval wars, of pilgrimages, of the power of the Holy Spirit that led quiet and unassuming young girls, orphans, beggars, and peasants, to call for the might of great armies to lofty duty. I was profoundly moved by his story. It was a mere coincidence. Coincidences like this don't happen by chance. No, I gave it a lot of thought as we were traveling here. His story has come at the right moment. My life was approaching a watershed. Yes. I've staked everything on this military operation. My mission, my soul, my own destiny in our countries. I need a voice from above, because I don't know who to listen to anymore. Speak on. Yes, my deployment to this plague-stricken little town was an expedition into hell. I was meant to die here, and so it will happen. The old Alexander Block will die, but a new one will emerge from this place. From this town, an army will set out on a glorious march. In the name of truth. I just hope it doesn't end in disaster. My work for today is done. I am still not completely alone. A single, tiny hook is left in the town, holding me steady. I'm not speaking of a sister anymore, but of the immortal man. Simon Kine is the last person I should see here. Interesting.
That does it. I'm gonna break soon.
Fascinating. I guess it's like you have to hold on to whatever you can. What time is it? 8 o'clock. Huh? I haven't gotten anything other than the main little sister quest. It seems like the other quests for today are brought by or should show up sometime after I finish the main quest, so I'll just kind of wander around a little bit until I get the letters, maybe? It's kind of really the only thing I can do. Whose bed can I stay in? I think I can sleep in Capella or Big Lad's bed. So I might just sleep so that my reputation doesn't go down unnecessarily. There we go. Warn the Harvespects. Just as I thought, Clara, the two medics that hold our fate in our hands have decided to fight each other. They give every appearance of friendship now, but each one of them is furtively preparing a group of henchmen, primed to capture, maim, and destroy their opponent. My spies have informed me of the preparation that Bachelor undertakes. I am powerless here, for I cannot arrest the Bachelor while I still need his services. The best we can do is warn Barak of the possible assault. He is working in the house next to the Lump, the Oglamitsky family home. I will reward you generously. I have to ask this for your favor once again. They're much embittered by the events that took place yesterday. They both went to see Commander Block today, and the meeting gave the Haruspecs additional incentive to end Danil once and for all. Danil went to the Tanner's district to speak to Andrei. After that, for some unknown purpose, he wanted to inspect the houses next to the Twyern Shebin. Please tell him he must leave there at once. The drunkards from the Shebin were likely to reveal his whereabouts to the Haruspecs. We don't have much time. Rest assured I will repay you for this service, as well as services to follow. Maria Kaina. Okay, so one of those houses, and then one of of these houses. Alright. I'm in a good position. Unintentionally. Okay. So let's just check this house first. Let's go over here. Beating my ass over here. Okay. Okay, so not this house, not this house, not this house. So let's try one of these three. Hope this is it. Probably upstairs with the last of yesterday's if anything to be. Who found me?
Whoa!
Well, that didn't work. Hey man. Hey man. Hey man.
A commander like this belongs to the front line. Who sent him on this inglorious errand?
You're right. Excuse me, everyone. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's the same thing. Bachelor's after you.
Oh!
Yes.
Hey man, give me a goddamn second, okay? I'm busy over here.
I need a good sleep today.
Man, I will leave as soon as I'm able to. This game is a comedy sometimes, if only for this.
Just wash your hands
Honestly, nothing funnier than the ambient dialogue that he is spouting. Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay. Just wash your hands of it. Damn, man, I'll try. Just killing these guys in front of you. Oh my god. Alright. Well, let's go over here now. Jesus Christ. I'm on the verge of death, but that's fine because I have God mode enabled. Oh wow. Video games, huh? Wow. Okay, not this house. I think that's just the same house, so nothing changed. I'm not playing this game. Okay, so that one isn't it. Maybe it's one of those two behind it. Okay, interesting. So maybe it's one of these houses or one of these. Feels kind of far, but I guess that's the closest. Where on earth? let's try again. Alright, because the walkthrough was saying the bachelor is in a house next to the pub. I have been to the houses next to the pub, and have been unable to find it. Am I missing something? Did I just not go in this house? Is that what you're telling me? Hey!
Oh!
Ah!
Oh!
Ah!
Oh!
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh!
Ah!
He's really going for my head. He's really going for it. I thought for sure I checked this house, but I guess I didn't? Ooh, 4 cents. I'm rich. Another... Oh, whoops. Oh, did I never put on the repellent cloak? Bam! And now I have another one, too. Awesome. Not gonna complain about that, that's for sure. There's some good stuff here. You should loot this place, Bachelor. But you didn't, so now I'm looting it. You can wait. I'm busy. Okay.
Sorry, but I have to get back to work.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, cool. So now let's go talk to Maria and Agalia and finish off the day. Yeah, maybe I should have done. It's so it was so funny doing that around the Haruspex and him just being like, "I'm tired. You gotta wash your hands." it's like, thanks for the tips, man. You're right. It is a good idea to wash my hands after killing. You're right. That's a smart idea. How could I have ever done without your wisdom? Will you play with us? Yeah, well, you don't really look like you want to play today. They said the Inquisitor would arrive and everything would be in the right order again. But instead they named this lady. A bad lady. Dad went out yesterday and never came back. Mom is crying, says we're all going to die soon. What's it like, Clara? And when will Dad come back? I'll do my best to fix something at least, sweetie. The bad lady will pay for this. Now go back to your mom. I'll take care of you. So now I'm going to head to sleep. I think I'm gonna go and sleep at the Olgomitskis because I feel like I'm probably gonna be going up to the commander to initiate quests since Agalia just kinda shoved us off. And then I think that's where we're gonna end it for today. A lot of information learned, a lot of information gleaned. Is all I'm gonna say, you know? We've learned a lot. Although maybe we should head back to the Saburovs just to drop off my stuff and just recoup all my things. Yeah, that seems like a good place. So we'll go there and then we'll end it for today. It is interesting how on day 9, Clara learns about what the powers that be actually are, right? Which would explain why on day 12, when you talk to her, she's like, yeah, I know. Like, how else do you expect me to... Oh yeah, the Gamma tablets. They're very strong. How much? 4? 3? I want to save it because they're the ones who have the Schmauters, so we might be able to get a Schmauter, and I want to save all my needles for that. Actually, I think I'll sleep at the Olgomitskis just because, again, it is closer to the town hall and it's close to the theater, so then I can just kind of get going from there. And then when I stop by the Saburovs, I will go ahead and I'll go ahead and do that since I'll go to everybody anyway. So. Let's see.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
Let's see. Let's... Oh, the bill is back. 6. So, the people who are sick is Notkin, Sticky, and Andre. I don't know who. Someone else would have gotten sick, not sure who. We'll find out later. I dreamt of her tonight, just like the night before. She was all tortured and torn. All she did was look at me. She didn't say a word this time. She was hiding in the house yet again, cowering in the corner, away from the windows. The crowd was roaring outside. They shouted. They made all manner of racket. But this time it wasn't her they were after. They were celebrating the arrival of the bull that had appeared unexpectedly in the middle of an empty lot. Some of them screamed that the boss had risen from beneath the ground. The others have shouted that it came down from the heaven, only to be pierced by the stake that was prepared for it down below. So, and that's in the bone steak lot, which is here. She's in one of these houses around the bone steak lot. Let's go watch the theater. No, let's end it here. We'll start next episode by watching the theater show. Let's just check real quick if Glad has anything.
Hard. It's hard.
I bet it is, buddy. Alright, so that is where we're going to end it for today. We have learned a lot of information. A lot of very interesting information at that. And yeah, so next time we're gonna properly start day 10. And we'll see what else this brings. I'm sure the main quest will bring us more interesting information, as it were. At the very least, at least. So, alright, so I hope y'all have a great one. I will see you guys then. Bye!